What is going on, my peeps? Your boy Versatile is back with another video, back to discuss good lock in 2020, specifically for the Galaxy S20 and some of the features that you get out of good lock and why it's a good idea to actually try to use some of these features. Before we get into the video, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Ignite that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already, so that way you guys get notified when I drop videos. Now let's get into the video. So if I go into my Samsung folder right here, you guys will see good lock right there at the bottom, and you'll see some of these little apps here that will be downloaded, like Edge Touch, like I believe AR Zone might be the sensitive zone for like the edge panel or the edge, the curved edges. Edge Lighting Plus, Nice Catch, right? Some Sound Assistant. Some of these apps are actually apps that's within good lock. So once we click on it, it opens up. Now, as you guys see, I don't have Lockstar downloaded. You'll know if it's downloaded by these little small icons right there. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm actually going to turn my dark mode off. So if I come up here into settings, I should be able to turn off dark mode right there. So now everything's on the up and up, and we're good. So as you guys can, as I pointed out before, you guys see these little icons. That means that the app is downloaded. But in this case, for Lockstar, I don't have it downloaded, and that's because I don't want to create a new lock screen style. But you can do that via that app. So once you download that app, you can actually literally customize how you want your lock screen to be displayed. The orientation, the clock, the time, which is the same exact thing, you know, your emergency info or other font or content that you want on your app screen, how notifications look. You can customize that via Lockstar. Now, what I want to show you, which is a really nice feature, is Quick Start. Now, Quick Start is really, really good. Why is Quick Start really good? Because you're able to change your notification panel, how your notifications come in, and your status bar. And let's click on it so we can go inside. So of course here I don't have, or I'm not using any other sort of panel settings. I didn't want to go that deep into it, but you can via the panel settings right here. So you can actually change the different style of panels you want with different colors all within it. And now that I'm looking at it, I might try it. I'm not even gonna lie now, like that black and yellow looks kind of nice. But you can do that there. Now, visibility of indicator icons, what you can do is once you click on that, now you can actually display what you want in your notification panel. Such as when you're on your home screen, you can show your network information. When you're on your lock screen, you can do the same thing, or you don't have to. All you gotta do is toggle it on or off. The expanded panel shows it when the panel is expanded, which is nice. Mobile data signal and your HD voice, VoLTE, voice over Wi-Fi. For all your little icons in your notification panel, you could choose what you want to be shown. So of course, for me, I don't have my alarm showing on my volume, my airplane mode I have on, Wi-Fi is on, battery icons on. I don't have NFC. Not even that NFC really has a logo like that anymore, just because it seems like it's kind of been ushered out in terms of usage. Bluetooth, data saver, location, power saver. Like, you can actually come in here and customize what you wanted to be displayed all at the top of your phone. And I like to keep that as minimal as I can to kind of get that more full screen effect for my screen. The other thing you can do is with clock position, you can actually change where you want your clock to be displayed up there. So in my case, I have it hidden. So that's why you don't see a clock icon up there at the top at all. I have it hidden. But if you wanted to, you could have it on the left. As you guys can see, it pop back up there. Or you could have it on the right where it used to be. Or in my case, it's gone. So now I have more room for my icons to pop up for my notifications without the clock getting in the way. Now the punch hole is in the middle. What else can you do? You can actually have the notification pop-up button on the side of your notifications. So what that does is when you swipe over on that notification, you can actually have it pop up. So it's actually pretty nice. So, whoa, what the heck just happened here? Okay, so like, let's say I wanted, like, okay, so my brother, okay, I can't do it for that one. So the app has to be, there we go. So like my system UI, I can have it pop up just like that. So now I have basically my do not disturb settings, right here it pops up. So you don't even have to leave your current screen. You can use that pop-up button to actually enter apps or enter certain notifications without having to leave your screen. And of course you can hit that X button and it's gone. So I actually like the fact that you can do that when you swipe on that notification if that app has pop-up view enabled or is capable of doing so. So that's Quick Start. The next one is Task Changer. Now this is a very exciting one I want to show you guys, because this is how you can really customize your phone even further to being yours. And right now I don't have it on because it interferes to a degree with being able to swipe, continuously swipe between apps. And so since I like doing that, like that, see, and then like if I want to, I can swipe back. See, if I was to use one of the new layouts for my Task Changer or for my recent apps, you know, I got Stack this, so let's try to, so see, as it changes, now I got stacks, and even though I like this a lot, I lose the ability to be able to swipe through apps. See, so now it just instantly does that, but at least I can click on it or the previous app since it's not centered. And then of course you can change the different type of layouts. So you have list that changes it to look like that. You have grid that changes it to look like that, kind of tablet-like. You got the carousel, so it looks like that. So boom, see, so now it carousels, right? You know, hit back. Then you got slim list, which looks very, very basic. And then you have vertical stack, which is like the old school Android. So, you know, had I wanted to use it, I would leave it on stack. And then you can do mini mode, so it actually shrinks down your recent app cards. So when you shrink it, now they come down here very short, right in your fingertips way, and you still kind of get some real estate to see your previous or your current app that you're on. So you can do just like this, and then if you want, you can center your current app. So when you do that, you know, oh my goodness, now it's centered, so it's on the last app you was on, as opposed to, you know, going to the previous app. So, you know, but the problem is you now have to swipe from the left side of the screen or the right, depending on, but with notification gestures, it will be from the left side. But it's exactly what it looks like in mini card mode. And then you can have a background blur effect, which is what I currently have. But if I didn't want that and I just swiped up, now you can see the current app with no problems and still go through your apps. I like the background blur effect if I was to use it. Then you got the gesture cube effect. So, you know, you turn that on. Oh, now as you guys saw that little cube that showed up. See that? That's the little cube that shows up. I guess it lets you know you actually used it. And then, you know, you click out of it. But for me, if I was using it, I don't like that on. And then switch to previous apps with gestures. So swipe the bottom area to swipe to the previous app. It doesn't work if gesture hints are turned off. So you have to have gesture hints turned on if you want to be able to use your swipe to previous gestures, or swipe to previous apps with gestures and Task Changer. So of course I kind of have that on, but I don't use it anyway, so for that matter I'm gonna turn that back off. So that's also fun. Clockface is another good one because it gives you more clock faces to choose from for your lock screen and for your always on display. So when clicking on that, as you guys see here, I'm using it from my lock screen, and I'm actually, one of the cool things about this that you don't get in the general clock style changes in the settings menu is with Clockface, you can change the color to adapt to your actual wallpaper. So since my wallpaper looks like that, that's why my font looks like that. So that's also pretty nice. And then of course in types, this is where you can choose different clock types, and then boom, you get this whole list down here full of different types of clocks that you could choose from, or you could just choose from the ones they give you right here in this column right there. So for me, I actually like the current, actually honestly I might change it now I think about it. Let me go ahead and click done. I'm gonna come back in here and I might actually change this here to, let me see what that looks like. See, that looks kind of clean, kind of like old school vibes again. I do like it to be slightly bigger, you know what I'm saying? So I might do something like that. Boom, looks, nah, you know what? Nah, see me? See, I'm so picky. So if I just do that for now, that's what that looks like. So now to go back into Good Lock, that's Clockface. You can change your always on display and your lock screen's clock face or clock style. Now multi-star I don't have in there either, but it gives you more multi-window experience. So it gives you more functionality in terms of being able to work your multi-window settings. So whether it's pop-up view or whatever, you can use multi-star and it gives you more control over that. Nav-star, you get to create your own navigation bar. I never really cared for that. Noti-star, allows you to change how your notifications come in, so you're able to like really scrutinize notifications even further beyond what you already get in a general settings app. Now, family, this is a new feature. Theme Park is a service to create a theme and install it quickly and easily. So themes in mind, you just come in here, download that, and then you can theme out your phone. Nice Catch is something for vibration, so it catches actually have it downloaded, so you can actually keep track of your vibration history. You can keep track of your ringer mode history, your call mode history, your toast pop-ups. You can detect commercials, which is what I have currently running, and then you can how many times you wake up your screen. You can keep that recorded in here, or manage that. And your settings change down here at the bottom. Your settings change, your screen wake up, so you can really kind of like maximize surveillance on your phone as to how many times your phone rings, vibrates, how many calls you get, pop-ups, how many times you wake up your screen, change your settings. You can actually basically spy on yourself with this app. Another one is one-hand operation. I used to use that a lot beforehand, before the navigation gestures took place. Now that we can swipe back from the side, I no longer use one-handed operation because that's essentially what I used it for. But with one-handed operation, you can choose different actions for different swipes. So you can have swipes come along on this side of the phone or this side of the phone, down here. You can swipe diagonally, and you can have each swipe mean something completely different, whether it's going back, whether it's to activate a setting, or like possibly even another app, your recent apps. Those are just a few examples that you can use those different swipes for one-handed operations. That way you technically don't need the other hand. Edge lighting I have downloaded, but I don't use edge lighting on here because I don't like how it controls your notifications. But edge lighting gives you additional lighting options for if you do use edge lighting. And so the edge of the phone lights up and you get that one notification right here. That's why I don't like it, because I like my notifications to stay kind of blocked up at the top. I don't like the fact that it kind of pops up in the middle like that. But you get additional lighting options for you got a spotlight, kind of shows you it. Oh, okay, let me do that again. Let's see if it'll see that. So you get different kinds. You can change all that up. I hate that it does that as well. So you get different types of edge lighting, functionality with Edge Lighting Plus. With Edge Touch, I kind of showed you guys that briefly before, but it allows you to control how sensitive the edges of your phone is. So as I showed you before, you can manually make your own, and the green bar shows you how much you can work with, and the yellow bar is how much you actually decide to use. And as you guys can see here, I just have it very, very thin layer for the very outside of the curve, where my fingers or palm of my hand, palm of my thumb generally rest, so that way I don't accidentally touch anything, and I can still access my edge panel with no issues. So they have different modes, of course. You can show your edge zones if you really wanted to do that on your phone. I would find that as uncomfortable to see and very unsightly, but you can actually show the edge zones while you're operating your phone normally. You can add additional edge zones. You can use the optimize feature. And then you got insensitive zones, which is also interesting. So now it seems like it's the opposite way, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. Wow. Alrighty. So that's Edge Touch. It basically allows you to control how much or how sensitive the edge of your phone is. And then Sound Assistant, I've demonstrated that to you guys before, but you can pick different scenarios, such as when you're in certain locations, how your sound reacts. You can change your panel theme. So as I did, I chose the Sero theme which is essentially that right there. And then you can do classic, but I like the Sero theme. Let's see, let me show you what classic. So classic is up at the top. Boo. Sero is over here off to the side, and you can pick what side you want, left or right. And then you can also choose the color, and I chose the standard black. Whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. It's cool with me. Kind of works with dark mode, so no problems there. I mean, I could also change it to something like that, which is, ooh, okay. What about that? You know, I might go red now, guys. They have different colors to the phone. I mean, of course, that matches my phone right there, but then we'll go that one now. And then, of course, once you do that in volume theme, if you want to control your volume, click up. Now you get over here, and you can slide it up and down. No problem. And then you want to change additional settings. You hit the little arrow button right there. You hit the little arrow button right there. And then you can change your ringer, your notifications. You want to come in here and actually change your equalizer settings. You can do that. You want to save a profile. You can do that. You want to share your settings. You can do that. Hit settings over here. You know, this is where you would have your presets loaded if you wanted to change things on the fly. So you get all that access just by simply downloading Sound Assistant and changing it. But it's also only available on Android 10. So any Samsung device running Android 10 will be able to utilize Sound Assistant to its fullest in this way. And then the other thing you can do is you can change how the volume rocker is used. So you can have it to control your media volume instead of your ringer volume. And then you can also individually control app volumes. You can have a floating button float around. So if you guys wanted a Sound Assistant button on your home screen, you can do that. You can change your step volume. You can have multi-sound, you know, which apps can play audio at the same time as other apps, which is very, very interesting. I actually just kind of thought about it now. Let's say you're watching like a YouTube video and then you have it in background playback mode basically. So you leave YouTube and you go to like Instagram or Twitter, and then a video pops up and you want it to play sound from there too and not stop playing the YouTube video. Let's say maybe you're just playing music from YouTube, or YouTube music rather. You got sound going from there. You come in here, use multi-sound. If you have that activated, now you can have sound playing from Twitter and from Instagram while the music from YouTube Music is playing and have no issues there. Now, could it be a little janky or wonky? Yeah, it just depends on what you're listening to. But you have that availability with Sound Assistant. You can also do separate app sound. Only play sound from a specific app through headphones or separate audio devices. So you can have apps only play sound when you have specific equipment connected to your device. That's pretty dope. And then of course you got your sound quality and effects where you can activate your Dolby Atmos, and then of course do some more equalizer changes. And then you got advanced settings here where you can do mono sound if you wanted to. You can do favorite media app, right? You got the control music with volume keys. So I would imagine, oh yeah. So if you're listening to music, you can use your volume up and volume down to control switching tracks. That's what that means. That's cool. You can also activate selfie stick. So if this is connected to a selfie stick, you can play and record sound using the phone speakers and microphone while selfie stick is plugged in. You can have your alerts through your headphones. You can do that as a notification. Now, honestly, I think I might turn that back off. And then you can do reverse stereo where it swaps the left and right audio outputs on the headphones. So if you got a weird pair of headphones, you want to reverse the audio, maybe you got issues with one of your headphone speakers or whatever, that might come in handy. And then you can change your left and right sound balance depending on what settings are activated. And that's Sound Assistant, and that is Good Lock for the most part. As you guys can see, I'm very selective with what I use from Good Lock, but Good Lock gives you a lot to use to make your phone yours and not have any issues when using your phone or being able to tell your phone apart from anybody else. But I thought I'd bring Good Lock to you guys. Hopefully you guys found some useful features there. Maybe you guys didn't know about Good Lock. Maybe you guys did know, but didn't know that there's even more intuitive functionality to the app. I thought I'd bring that to you guys. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys use Good Lock, if you guys plan on using Good Lock now that you guys have seen it, and if you guys are into using apps like that kind of give you more control over your phone. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys appreciate and enjoyed it. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you guys ignite that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you guys get informed when your boy Versatile drops videos. But your boy Versatile is signing out, and until the next video, wait for